today's topic is called Grudge Match. So let me elaborate on that a little bit. We all know that these tutorials that my husband and I are doing is to help anyone. You know, you could be in a serious relationship or marriage, maybe engaged to be married, or just on your way down the road to something wonderful together. So we basically put together topics that we know that sometimes we ourselves find it hard to elaborate on.
Not sometimes, all the time.
Well, all the time then. Okay. So I felt that we need to talk about something that I call a healthy grudge match. Basically what that means is that what I've known with us is that anytime I say, babe, come here, let me talk to you for a minute, have a seat, his defenses go up, like his antennas go up. It's like he already know that I'm finna talk about something that either, number one, he don't want to talk about.
It's usually the red flag, right?
Or, number two, something that he don't want to talk about.
Or number three, something I don't want to talk about. And it's usually all three of them.
Exactly. So, most of the time when we try to talk about relationship things, it makes another person feel uncomfortable. Whoever the person is that starts the conversation feels a little bit more in control. And then the person that they're talking to gets defensive. So, meaning that you might want to bring up something that, an issue that came up that neither one of y'all resolved, or an argument, right, that never got any type of closure.
I feel once you say you're sorry, that's it. But, sorry, I guess don't be good enough nowadays.
Not true. Not true at all. Sorry is always good. But grudge matches is where you can air out what and how you made that person feel before you said you were sorry. Which means that you may have said something that offended me, or I may have said something that offended you. I'm just going to speak from a woman's point of view. You may have said something that offended me, and I didn't we probably got into it about it at that time, but it didn't get anywhere. So when you said you're sorry, now I have to suck it up and let it go. But
that's what moving on is about, right? Say you're sorry, you just move on, right?
Yeah, you move on, but what happens to the feelings that you had? What if you said something that hit below the belt, or what if the way you said it hit below the belt and kind of crushed me a little bit? It made me start thinking differently. Now I'm not on the problem that we're talking about. I'm on what you said about me, or my character, or something.
Okay. So
I feel like it should be healthy for relationships to be able to have that moment. But when you have that moment, you shouldn't have that moment when it's not good. When you into it, don't have that moment, because it's only going to get worse.
So what would you consider a not good moment? Because I think the moment's never good for me.
What about when...
don't talk about nothing serious after we done had sex or had a good meal. It's not a good time for serious talk.
That's a good moment, babe. That's a good moment. No. Everybody is at ease, especially after we have sex. Everybody is at ease. They relax. It is what it is. We loving each other. We just wooing each other and just embracing each other. Why not bring up something? Because both are going to receive it in a different way. It's going to come out in a calm tone. But
as men, we receive things like, why you want to bring that up now after we just had this good moment?
Because we have we have you, as a woman, we have your undivided attention. That's why. And that's the best time.
I never grasped that understanding of the grudge match. To me, the grudge match is, we had our little outbursts, we yelled and did this and that, and the moment is over. We forgave each other. I said I was sorry. She forgave me. Let's not say the issue was unresolved 2 days later. That's not cool, so,
So, wait a minute. So you saying, okay, so wait a minute. So you're saying that once you say you're sorry, and I go back to being the way I usually am, meaning taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, kissing you, and we just loving on each other and just no problems, that I should not bring that back up.
Yeah.
So you don't believe in grudge matches?
No. I think that's just another way of saying we're going to continue this argument later.
It is another way of saying that, but it's not an argument now. It's pertaining. So okay. So what if I say something to you? Just, I know I'm all the way wrong for saying this when we're arguing, because I feel like, hey, I don't have no more leverage right now, so I'm about to I'm finna bust him in his gut, right? And I say something that's totally out of whack. Excuse me. And then you might say something back at that moment, but what if it hit you in the core? Because it ain't hitting you at that moment how I said it, but later on. Let's just say the argument don't get resolved that night or that day. Let's just say the argument lingers. And then you start thinking, it settles in. And that's that one thing I said. I done said 1,000 things in that argument, but that one thing I said hit you.
Are you speaking from a woman's perspective, saying this is what women do to us? Because I feel like us men, once we had these words and the altercation, if you let daylight hit it and we ain't talked about it, everything calmed down, it's over. We don't want to talk about it no more.
And that's the problem.
So how do we solve something like that?
You have a grudge match. You got to learn how to fight in a different way. I'm going to say that.
I was taught fight fire with fire.
Yeah,
well, then when you pour the water on it and the fire go out, ain't no more fire.
That's to you. But I'm sure you know that when you pour the water on it and your fire goes out, there's still a fire. I'm sure you know that. As I know that. And as I said before, ladies, this is the reason why I feel like a nice, healthy, it's not nice, right? It's raw. You getting something out. But see, when you get that stuff out, that stops the argument for that thing. So next time y'all arguing about something else, that thing is dead. Because you have to be courageous enough to talk about that thing. Even if it crushed you and made you feel some type of way, you don't even want to bring it back up. But you got to bring it back up or you will do it again. Or I might say it again. I might feel like it's okay for me to go there when I don't have nothing else to say. When my back is up against the wall. That's wrong. It's wrong. In order for you to know that how you made me feel, I gotta let you know. Just like you have to let me know. If you don't let me know, then I'm just gonna keep coming. Whenever I feel like that moment presents itself again. But this is a whole new problem we're arguing about. But I'm still bringing old habits. The same thing that I used in the last 3 arguments.
And what we do, man, hey, you better shut that shit up. That's old. Why you keep bringing up old stuff? And I think that's the way to get out of that. It's old.
Are you saying that because you feel like that when you say the argument is over, it's over?
I'm speaking from a man's perspective. I'm saying once we have them words, and like I said, it calms down, we done, we through arguing, I'm through breaking stuff, you through crying and then yelling and crying and yelling, it's over. It's over with. We kiss, we make up, or we don't kiss, but we still sleep in the same bed together. It's over. We don't need to talk about it no more. We don't need to bring it up no more. It's done. Okay. And that's just my perspective as a man, and that's how I feel about grudge matches.
Okay. Well, if I could just, I have to respect what you said, baby. I really do. And I understand that you're speaking from a man's point of view. However, okay, ladies, this is what I mean, and these are the steps that I would take if I wanted to move forward with a grudge match. I feel like so many relationships are afraid to even talk about the relationship problems because somebody is always getting defensive. When I say a fair, healthy grudge match, I mean that we need to learn how to fight differently. So when you was boyfriend and girlfriend, you fought a different way. When you get married, you fight a different way. There's no such thing as a perfect marriage. Nobody bumps heads. Everybody's just all happy all the time. That's a Lifetime movie. This doesn't happen in real life. Natural relationships should be able to air their grievances. And my word for it is a healthy grudge match. I don't know when you can have it. You can have it after you guys have a nice, soothing, relaxing evening together. Hey, if you feel like that's a good time to kind of present something like that, then you might want to. Or how about when you guys are out taking a drive? Maybe you just came back from date night. Something that you might want to pick up on, because the last 2 times I did it. But we're going to come back to that.
That's
but anyway,
topic.
Or whichever way that you choose to talk about it, I think it needs to be talked about. Because if it's not talked about, it's definitely going to come back up. But if you find a healthy way to get it out, even if you don't even understand, if you say something about my hair, and you know I'm a cosmetologist, and you know I just think and breathe and live hair, different hairstyles, colors, cuts, everything. And if you try to hit below the belt about my hair or someone's hair I've done, or a client, or whichever way, while we're arguing about something else, and you just throw that in there, that's my creative niche. That's something that I hold, and you know I love that. If you hit me with that and say, that's why the last 3-4 of your clients that you had, they hair was ugly as hell. I don't know what's going on with you. Maybe this is the reason why you're arguing with me, because your mind ain't clicking, Tara. Then I would take that personal, because that's my personal goals. Those are my things that I love, and you know that. So why would you even try to throw that in there? So you trying to say that I'm falling off? Now we got a whole nother problem, because now I feel like you coming at me like I'm just, I'm losing it. But this is your time to tell me I'm losing it when we arguing about something else. That's what I mean by hitting below the belt when the time is not appropriate. I don't think there's ever a time appropriate to hit below the belt. But when you do it, sometimes everything that you say, I'm not going to hold on to as a woman. But it might be that one thing you say, and I'll be like, wow, what did he really mean by that? Let me bring it back up. And then when I bring it back up, we're going to have a whole nother argument because I'm bringing it back up.
So these grudge matches, right?
Yeah.
Grudge matches, that's what we call them? Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. So, I'm Moses, this Tara, and we're going to be definitely bringing you a lot of conversations from our relationship experience, real and raw. Till the next time, this relationship in the raw. I'm Moses, this Tara. I mean, what more can we say?
Grudge match.
We can fight right now. We can fight right now.
And who do you think gonna win? Oh, I'm sorry. Who do you think gonna lose? Ooh.
Look at my face. Look at my face.
Subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below.